don't have to kill your darlings if they are a Figgin, a sherbet lemon, or a Chekhov gun.
I constantly pack my story full of quote-unquote minor details, and I tend to add significant importance to them, or at least make them sherbet lemons, because I don't want them to have to get cut.
Now this comes from Anton Chekhov, and he's used it several times in advice to young playwrights, and he notes that when you have a gun introduced in a play, it has to go off. You cannot introduce something without it going off. So this doesn't have to be a literal gun. It could be like in Knives Out, with a drop of blood on the shoe, or the baseball on the table, knives on the wall. That is a great film, though, if you haven't seen it. That is one thing. So if you introduce something, if your darling is there, it is a gun, it needs to go off. If it is a detail, it needs to pay off somehow. Another way of looking at this comes from Terry Pratchett. Now, Terry Pratchett talks about figgins and sherbet lemons. So these are British sweets, I'm to understand. And a figgin is something that seems like a darling, like an insignificant detail, and then it pays off somewhere down the line. It turns out to be Chekhov's gun. A sherbet lemon is a similar detail that seems insignificant and turns out to be insignificant. Now, if you're going to have figgins, you need to have sherbet lemons. Otherwise, your reader will certainly figure out that every single time you stop and you focus on something small, it's going to pay off. They need to be in doubt whether or not it will or not. And funny, you'll notice that J.K. Rowling references this writing technique with Dumbledore's favorite sweets. And if you know what that is, put in the comments. So that is how you save your darlings. You make sure it is either a gun, a figgin, or a sherbet lemon. And if you want more about making everything in your story matter, watch this video here and keep writing.